Track 13, knocking at the door. My son's almost 15 years old, which is crazy how fast time's gone. And it's just been me and him for a while now. I work a lot, so he's been walking home from school mostly the last few years, but I'm just about always home in time for dinner. We got a pretty good routine. We hunt together. We used to play basketball, but he's too good for me now. I can't keep up. I don't mind. So, about 7 weeks ago, a good friend of his killed himself. Shot himself. That's what he did. And my son, I thought that he was handling it pretty good. But we didn't talk much about it. We went to the service together. We went to his family's house after. And I don't have any idea why the boy did it, and I'm not sure that my son does either, but it's upsetting. I would figure that my son would be upset about it. I mean, I would be. I am. I was. But he didn't really talk about it at all. And then the last few weeks, he started to withdraw, I guess. He heads into his room and he doesn't really come out. At dinner time, he's listening to music. I say no phones, no headphones. But I don't want to argue every meal, so mostly I just let it go. And I know that it's natural for kids his age to start to do their own thing. But he's always been a pretty happy guy. Just pretty even-keeled, smiling, chatty. I mean, if we were quiet, like when we hunt, it wasn't because we don't have anything to say to each other. It's because we needed to be quiet. Hunting. Now he doesn't really talk to me. And I don't know what's going on in his head. It worries me. I'm worried. And I'm not one to pry, but I want him to know that he can trust me and that I'm not all over him. But what if he needs me? What if he needs something and he doesn't know how to ask or what to ask? The other night, I knocked on his door. He didn't answer. I opened the door and he was there at his computer playing a video game. And I said, hey, you doing okay? He didn't even turn to me. He just said, I'm fine, Dad. Close the door. And I blew up. I yelled at him, hey, look at me. Get your head out of that game for a minute and look at me. And he turned around and he looked at me. And I was like, man, what am I doing? And I said, I'm so sorry, buddy. And I closed the door and I walked away. Great parenting, huh? I don't know. I mean, everything might be okay, but what if it's not? I'm afraid to say too much, to say the wrong thing and push him away, which maybe I did. And I'm afraid to say nothing. I missed something. I mean, what would you do? Honestly, I'm out of ideas. I could use some help. This is my son. Does anybody have a piece of advice? What would you do in this situation?
Take him hunting.
Take him hunting. That should work and should be obvious to me. Doesn't really get to talking though. I mean, we kind of set it up to where that's the situation. We don't have to talk to each other. But on the ride, there and back, there's a huge opportunity. Anybody else?
Make a date with them.
Be intentional.
Make a date. Go somewhere.
Somebody said
Be intentional. So
ask.
just ask. Just be straight up. I am trying that. It's just hard to find the opportunity. You know, I almost have to corner him.
Send him a text.
Send him a text. Figure it out.
On a motorcycle.
dog, motorcycle,
Yeah.
and just get out.
Bring out your Call of Duty roots and play games with them.
I am awful at video games, but still, I mean, go to where he is, right?
Ask him about it.
Have him teach you.
Have him teach me the game. That would get him talking.
Go seek
It's
help
good.
yourself.
Go seek help myself.
If you're sick, you can't help somebody else that's sick. You gotta get help yourself. Bring it along.
And I have trouble talking. I mean, maybe if I practice talking and I get it out for myself, that'll open up conversation.
Go visit his friend's grave together.
That's excellent. That would open them up, I think. At least put us on the same page.
Let 'em
Thank you,
know-
Owen.
Let them know you're afraid.
Show them.
Show 'em.
Yeah. Yeah, get vulnerable. Thank you all so much.